It's another spring-like day here north of Boston. 30 degrees and raining. But today we're inside and it's all about the cup, the coffee cup, as we have the championship game here in the Blades and Breakfast Hockey Club on Friday morning here in Saugus, Massachusetts. Hello everybody, I'm Dave Gardner bringing you today's game between the first place Presidents in the Navy and the second place Groundhogs in the gold. Now, these Navy Presidents wasn't all trips to Hawaii for them. No, it wasn't. They had a tough road to get here, but gonna say by Fuji the first shot of the game. But they are here in the finals playing for the cup, and usually the first place team is the kiss of death here on Friday mornings. For the second seed Groundhogs, well, they saw their shadow, and that meant 6 more weeks of speed brat. And the funny thing about this yellow team is no matter who sits on the bench in the third period, they tend to win games, and that's why they're here. Now we had Luke Steigerwald trying to push the puck up. It's knocked away by Twombly. Now pushed back in by Bill Osbach. There's Rick Armand, 22, trying to shoot it up. That hit Steigerwald in the back. Now Dieske with a shot. Save. Fuji rebound in front. Save on Steigerwald. As Fuji's seen 3 or 4 right away. DeFilippis now up on the wing trying to connect with Twombly. It's going to be offside. There's Brian Leslie now getting it up to Deeskin. Deeskin dumps it in, and they're going to make a change. Wait a minute and a half here, no score. All the action here down to our left. Already 3 or 4 shots for the Presidents. Todd Nickel gets it back to Leslie, and it just hops away from Brendan Bruner. Pushed up by Jake Steigerwald. Rick Armand playing it up off the boards. Trying to get it to Andrews, but Ted Miller swoops up right below us here. And now Jake Steigerwald with it. Steigerwald moving, trying to go over to Nickel, had it poked away. Now Armand up to Bruner. Bruner trying to break, but getting back nicely was Leslie on the play. This is Brian Armand now. He gets around Jake, trying to get around Chad Miller, couldn't do it. Laid offside, the puck comes outside, and Drusen plays it back in. Miller gets it for the Presidents, and backhands it out to center. Russell Steves out there now, plays in deep, and Leslie's got to give chase. Brian Leslie ahead of steam, up low to blue line, rips one right into the chest of Fuji. And the old style goaler down, making the save. This is where we should put some organ music. How's that? 16:20 and counting, as you can see on the clock down there. The face off to the left of Fuji. Twombly and Deeskin on the draw. Twombly back to Russell Steves. That's the bitch. Steve Hardy shot. And another save right in the chest of Fuji. Well, Fuji really only needs a chest protector today. That's where everything is going. Deeskin wins it back. Speed Bat went to get it and then stopped. I don't know why Bratt stopped on the play. Maybe intimidated by Hardy. And here comes Twombly. T2, hold on, a drive! And that's blocked by Steigerwald. He goes and gets it back. Battling in front was Bratt and Hardy. Now it's Armand with a drive! And that's the first shot on Ed Aroli. And it was a save. The shot wasn't high enough. Need to get that up a little bit. So the face-off will be down to our right in the President's zone. Deeskin on the draw. He wins it from Twombly, back to Luke Steigerwald. Luke trying to connect with Murph. Too far ahead of him. Deeskin pushing it up, and we have a... Yeah. I don't know what happened. And... not sure what happened on the play. But there was a whistle. Unknown reason. Officials today's game, it'd be Greg and Vinny with the orange armbands on, looking very professional out there. Kramer battling with Murphy. They push it in the zone. Steves with it, trying to get it to Bruner, couldn't do it. Now Luke Steigerwald did a good name with Jim Wilkinson trying to get around Trevor. What's Trevor doing here? It's the first period. Somebody must have tied his skates early today. Deeskin behind the net. Deeskin rubbed out by Steves. Now Hansen up on the sideboards, had to go right by DeFilippis, kept in by Hardy. Hardy moving in, Hardy wrist shot deflects wide. In the corner, Wilkinson behind the net. The Hanson now looking for Gabali. Gabali on a breakaway. Gabali not on a breakaway, as he was caught from behind by Hardy. Now Gabali only had 3 or 4 strides on Hardy. They'll need a little bit more than that next time, but it was a nice pass by Trevor.
Back, John.
Here comes Luke now. Number 45 moving into the backhand shot. Saved by Fuji on the front. Wilkinson the drive. Oh, rather a dump into the corner. And Steve's coming the other way to Bruno with DeFilippis 2-on-2. Bruno moving in. Bruno to the slot. Bruno shot saved by Graham, and it's pushed aside. Hardy very slowly gets it up to Murphy, to Nickel, trying to go to Ambrosino, who gets a rare shift here in the championship game. And DeFilippis fans let him drive back in, but does get it in. 13-13 to go in the first, no score. Hardy to Miller. Miller to Nichols, pokes it up, but getting back. The Groundhogs. Long pass up in the wing to Armand. Armand pushing in deep, trying to connect with T2, Twombly. Osbar on the side, but now Miller swoops in. On the sideboards, Armand beats Ambrosino there, but getting there is Leslie. With help from Ambrosino, they get it out of center. Armand had Carrigan, looked him off, now tries to go back to Carrigan. Osbar picked it off out of midair. It's going to be offside, delayed offside. Everybody tags up, everybody good. Now it's Osbar. Lays it up on the wing, too far ahead. Carrigan gets it over to Armand. Long pass up goes by Leslie. It's going to be icing. Coming up on 12 minutes to play here in the first period, no score after initial flurry by the Navy team, piling up 5 or 6 shots on Fuji. The Yellow Groundhogs finally got a couple shots down on Rowley. Nothing has gone in yet, and as we mentioned, we are scoreless. Nickel brings it back to Ambrosino, comes back to the point to Miller, gets away from Androsin, and we got a hand pass indicated by the outside ref. And the face-off will come outside the zone. So it looked like it come off the hand of Ambrosino. He couldn't handle that one clean. Nickel and Twombly again, comes back to Carrigan. Carrigan playing in deep. Behind Graham, going in the game. Gets it to Twombly, puts on the brakes. Miller gets it up. Now Armand coming on the drive. Just missed. Whistle wide. A drive from Carrigan is high and wide. Looking in the corner now. Armand going in to pick it up. And we got a high stick now. So we have hand passes and high sticks. Oh my. And the faceoff will come all the way down into the Groundhog zone. We'll take a look at the team benches here real quick. Get you an idea who's playing and who's not playing today. Deeskin on the draw. With Bruno, puck just sitting there, comes back to the point. Bratt trying to push it out, kept in by Luke Steigerwald, and pushed in deep by Jake Steigerwald. Call them the Dukes of Hazzard, maybe. Who would be Daisy? So that'd be Pat Deeskin. I don't think he wants to be calling him Daisy, though. Bratt forcing the play on Hardy. Hardy maybe a little too cocky there against the speed Bratt. Now it goes in deep on the sideboard. It's Steigerwald to Steigerwald, but now it's going to be Trevor Hanson with a steal. Hanson goes across now to Russell. Steves to Bratt. Bratt's going to play it in. Behind the net, Steigerwald getting away from Kramer. Luke. Oh, to Jake. Flipped it. Couldn't get it to him. This could be icing, but looks like the puck's going to slow down. Steve's picking it up. 10 minutes ago, we played 9 here in the first, no score. Championship game. Nice play by Bratt to knock it out of mid-air. It goes cross-court to Kramer. It'll be played back in, though. Fuji stops it for Trevor. Hanson trying to get around his man and does. Long flip out. Took a funny hop. Bruno trying to stay on side. Couldn't do it. Nice stretch, though. Looked like a first baseman on the play. And the puck off the stick of Ionetti. And comes over to Hanson. Hanson now plays it up to Russell Steves. Pass up to Bruno. 3-on-2 now. Bruno with it. Bruno shot. That was blocked in front by Hardy. Rebound. Shot goes wide. Bruno trying to bang it in off of Rolly Graham. And Graham covers up. And we got sticks swinging all over the place in front of the net as tempers flare. Face-off will be down to the right of us. Swampy wins it back to the point. Kerrigan's shot deflects. Is in the corner. Gambale getting there just ahead of Miller, but Miller's going to take that puck from him. Get it to Wilkinson, who gets it out the center. Armand on his horse. Here comes Armand. Little hook there by Wilkinson. We're talking about that later on. Rick will, anyway. Miller pokes it in the corner. Wilkinson giving him some support. Gambale goes in to cause some trouble. Now comes out to Miller, the defenseman, out the center. Miller hit a stick, hit a skate, and now does poke it in. Kerrigan has it. Was looking long distance. Gambale and changed his mind. That's not a bad idea on the part of Kerrigan. Armand goes behind the net, gets around. Murph had a stick tucked in his jersey for a second. Now Kerrigan with it. Kerrigan holding. Kerrigan spinning away from Murph. Murph's quite the pest out there. Long pass up, trying to connect with Gambale, and he couldn't get it. Got enough of it. Maybe that's hybrid icing, I'm not sure. That's twice they've sent Gambale on a fly pattern. Now get back to Armand. Armand with a drive, looking for a tip, and it just missed. Would have been a tough tip for DeFilippis on the play. Calmly behind the net, sends it in front. Miller steers it away to Leslie. Ryan Leslie, 3-on-2. Leslie over the blue line. Leslie going wide on Kerrigan, maybe a little too wide. The pass is deflected. Smalley in there helping out. Nice to see everybody helping out on the defense today here in the championship game. Kerrigan and Murph battle. Murph pushing it in deep. Eric Armand now gets it up the center, looking for a hanging Brian Armand. Couldn't get it to him. Now Andrews it. Here comes Phil. Phil passed behind Brian Armand, trying to keep it in. Does. Looking for Bruner, couldn't do it. Aaron pass goes to Billy Osbach. Osbach short pass to Wilkinson. Wilkinson up to D-Skin. He stretched about as far as that bat would stretch, and he couldn't get it. Armand now is offside. That would be Brian at the blue line. 6:49 and ticking away on the clock. No score. Can't really say it's a defensive game. It's just all the shots have gone into the goalie's chest. Puck rolls in deep. Hansen picking it up behind his own net. It's kind of dark down there today. Maybe some clouds outside. Long pass now. Offside. Brian Armand. Yes, he was. He had both skates over the line. If he had dragged one, he probably would have been fine. Both skates over the line. Bitch. Good call there. Referee / linesman Vinny on the call. The Groundhogs setting guys deep in the play, trying to get behind the safeties of this President's team. Now comes back to Hardy. He's going to go out the center to get it. Hardy putting on the brakes. Hold up a second. As Ambrosino took his time getting out of the zone. Now it comes back to Hansen. Hansen up the middle to Bruner. 2-on-2 with Armand. Bruner with it. Bruner going in deep. Bruner trying to pass it in front, but Steigerwald was there to make the play along with D-Skin. D-Skin now trying to get to Ambrosino. He misses it. Trevor Hansen now back. And Hansen with the puck. Go to Steves. Russ. Brian Armand couldn't handle the soft pass. And it goes in deep. Hardy around the boards, trying to connect with Steigerwald. Steigerwald got it on Armand. Hansen keeps it in, flips it in. Actually, that was Andrewsen. Got Armand and Andrewsen trying to connect to Brian Armand. There's going to be Billy Osborne on the side. Gets it at the center to D-Skin. And he safely taps it in, and they make a change. 5 minutes to go in the first. No score. Early on, it was all the Navy team, but Groundhogs have come to play. I don't know who they're playing, who they're not playing, but they're come to play. Now a drive! Oh, top corner. The tip, and it was put aside by the glove of Rolly Graham. As Todd Twombly ripped one toward the net. Now Jake Steigerwald trying to get it out. That hit his skate. Rat with a shot, and that goes wide. Miller behind the net. Trying to play it out. Kramer keeping it in for the Hogs. Backhand pass in front to Twombly. Twombly shot saved by Graham. Kind of a blind shot towards the net. Now Miller gets it up to Jake Steigerwald. Just gets it out and hopped over the stick of Armand at the blue line. They all battle right here in front of us. It's taken away now by Nickel. Nickel over to Leslie. Leslie. Long pass up, tipped in by Jake. Come on there first. Then it behind the net to Kerrigan. I think he fooled Kerrigan with that. Kramer trying to get there, and Kramer's going to ice that. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first. No score between the Presidents and the Groundhogs. Face off to the right of Fuji in that familiar stance of his. Nickel for the Presidents. Twombly. Nickel wins it back to Miller through a screen. Saved by Fuji, and it's going to be cleared out. Fuji been the busier goaltender on this one, but really has seen a few shots here over the last few minutes. Armand with 3:22 to go. Sends it up to center. Bratt lifts the stick and goes in deep. Miller and Twombly. Twombly gets there first, plays it behind the net, but it's going to be Leslie. Strong D for both of these teams. Steal by DeFilippis. DeFilippis holds. Going into Twombly. Shot deflects out of play as Leslie got a stick on it. Oh, that was dangerous. DeFilippis coming in over the blue line. Had a chance to rip it. Licked to skate it in and try to make a play. Now face off to the right of Rolly Graham. Steve has to go outside the blue line. Trevor battling Murph. As he held Murph's stick. Murph's got his hands in the air looking for a call. He's probably going to get that in the championship game. Poked in deep. Luke Steigerwald gets around a gaggle of players. But now Hansen swoops up. Backs it back in. Hardy now to Deeskin. Deeskin trying to get around his man. That would be Steves. Steves makes the play though. Hansen around the boards. Kept in by Steigerwald. This is Luke. Pass in front. Tipped by Murph towards the net. Couldn't get it to Wilkinson or Deeskin. Now it's in front. Murph with a chance. Murph with a wrist shot. And that was blocked wide. A lot of traffic in front on Murphy on the play. Now comes out to Bruner, but Bruner watches it go out the center to Steigerwald. He dances away from three of the Hogs. And now it's Wilkinson. Wilkinson's shot. That just goes wide. Deeskin with it out. Throwing it toward the net. Saved by 40. Score! On the rebound, Jimmy Wilkinson and the Navy team goes up 1-0. They just kept throwing it at the net, And Wilkinson puts in the rebound. Must be out there. Up on the boards now, Andrews in. Twombly moving in, had a poke off his stick. Twombly trying to make a move around Luke Steigerwald, but Steigerwald gets there and gets it out to center. Coming up in a minute to play, 1-0 to score. We'll get that up on the board in a minute. Hardy with a steal. Hardy had it knocked away. Moving in now is Steigerwald. Still Wilkinson to get it over the line. Wilkinson moving it in. Had it knocked off his stick. Now Armand gets it. Armand trying to get it around Hardy in a foot race. Armand moving in. Tough angle shot saved by Graham. And Drusen with it now, trying to go in front to Twombly. Couldn't get it to him. Nickel for the Presidents. Gets it up to Murph. Murph couldn't get it out of the zone though. It's still in the zone. Armand with it, trying to capitalize on the Murphy turnover. Goes in deep to Twombly. T2 in front. Kerrigan pass in front, knocked away. Andrewsen behind the net with 14 to go. Andrewsen behind the net to Armand, a little too hard. Rick Armand trying to keep it in, does. Flipping it back in deep to Brian. Brian trying to go in front, knocked away by Nickel. Nickel to Wilkinson, but comes back to Armand. Time running out, throws it toward the net, tipped by Andrewsen and goes wide at the buzzer. So at the end of one, it's the Presidents 1 and the Groundhogs nothing. Second period action coming up in just a minute.